All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Tuesday, January 7th. But before I do, I have a funny request. I've written an Android app that's very simple. All it does is it checks if a word has been used in the Wordle game so far. I don't know how many of you still play Wordle, but they haven't repeated any words yet. So knowing if a word has been used or not has certainly helped my score over the last couple of years. Anyway, so that's all this app does. However, Google, in their infinite wisdom, require that a new app have 20 people download it and try it first in a closed testing period. I have about 9 of my friends signed up already, but I need 11 more people. If you have an Android device, a tablet, or a phone, and would be willing to try this, even if you don't play Wordle, all you'll have to do is install the app, open it, a few times over the next 2 weeks, type in a word, and then close the app. And then once the testing period is over, you can delete the app. And really, that's all it does. So very simple. Anyway, if you're interested and can help me out, I would really appreciate it. Just drop me an email at pat.cousins@gmail.com and I'll send on the details. I'm actually not sure exactly how it's going to work. We're all going to figure it out together. All right, back to the crossword, which is set today by Brummy. Let's see what Brummy has for us. State of Britain boosted with a victory song. I'm wondering if it's a state, US state maybe? Britain could be B. I don't know what boosted would be. A victory, I think, might be a V, and a song could be an air. Can I think of a word that ends in AV? Air. That might be, it could be a state of mind, I suppose, or condition, or state, the verb to state. The boosted is the part that confuses me. It could be a song too, maybe? No, don't get it. All right. Retiring, party, almost, packed. Maybe a word for retiring followed by a word for party that doesn't finish, hence almost. And it's going to mean packed. Or it's the whole thing means retiring and it's going to be a party. But then maybe a word for packed that doesn't finish. Is it shy and retiring? No. Contend with, annex, inspection. No. This is quite impenetrable today. Secret, royal houses in a past style. I don't know what, like a secret, can that be represented by something like SH? Well, that's usually quiet, hush. Royal houses in a past style. No. Rarity who is excited to be allowed to fly. Well, rarity who has 9 letters, and could that be excited or anagrammed? But allowed to fly seems like a very strange definition, unless it's something like cleared for takeoff. 2 R's. Where would the W go and would the Y be at the end? Yeah, maybe there's another meaning of the word fly, allowed to fly. No. Anti-capitalists sound old currency. Ah, all right. If you're, I suppose, the famous anti-capitalist writer of Das Kapital would be Marx, which sounds like, or is a homophone of the old German currency. Not 100% sure on that either, but I'll take it. All right, let's do these three next downs. College intrudes on UK tenant developing Massachusetts resort. Our resort. I do think, though, college intrudes sounds like wordplay. We're going to put maybe C for college, or uni, or poly, which is going to intrude on or go inside. Is it UK tenant? Developing could be an anagram indicator. But I am wondering if it could be a Massachusetts resort. Oh, yeah, maybe down around Hyannisport or Oh, I was going to say Providence. That's Rhode Island. I've been there. I can't think of the name. Anyway, let's move on. What I have here, yarn, not a thing to prick you. No, okay, try this one. Aims to keep the French Sabbath going forever. Well, going forever, I'm wondering if that could be eternal. But I'm thinking we're going to have a word for aims, which could be goals or ends, maybe. And it's going to keep the French, le, la, les, or, maybe this French Sabbath. Well, that's dimanche, isn't it? I think. Um, could Sabbath simply be S? Oh, yeah, so I think it is ends, and that goes around le plus S to give endless. All right. Back to the acrosses. Chap needs a support, of course. A cow, mainly. Wow. Oh, we've seen before where main can refer to the ocean, the on the main. And so I'm wondering if it is a cow. Yes, a sea cow. So a chap is a man. It needs a, and we often see a support is a support for your golf ball, a tee. There we go, manatee. Stew of sheep's head and flounder. Well, sheep's head must be S. So I'm wondering if it's S followed by a word for flounder. I don't think it's going to be the fish. I think it's going to be to flail, to flounder. And it's going to mean, now is it the food, stew, or the verb to stew? I don't get that. Career, Oscar, not finalized, go berserk. Um, 7 letters. The go berserk sounds like an anagram indicator, but I think that might be the definition, like run. Ooh, run wild, maybe? Ah, yes, I think the Oscar is Oscar Wilde with an E, but he's not finalized. And career, yeah, I think if you career as a verb to run around, to slide, or I'm not exactly sure if it's run, but I think that must be it. Oh, Nantucket. I believe there was an old man from there. Let's see how that works. College intrudes on UK. UK tenant is anagrammed or developing. And we need a C, which is college. All right. Now what I have here, this yarn. Oh, yeah, I think what you would have here would be this, you would refer to it, and a yarn could be a tail, but not a, so just TLE, and a thistle would prick you. All right. Silly novel 4 is at heart only half a book. Well, I'm wondering if silly is the definition. Novel could be an anagram indicator of 4, but then at heart might be the inner letters of 4. And then only half a book could be BO or OK. No. Heading off for relative release. Well, I was looking at that and thinking uncle could be a relative, but no, I think to release might be to untie. Yeah, your relative is not your uncle, but your auntie. You take off the A that heads it, and you get untie. Dash off, genuine, short. I wonder if the definition is dash off, and it's a word for genuine that is short, one letter, I suppose. But I don't see it. Don't be so appreciative, it's unrewarding. So I think thank less. Yeah, so it's a double definition. Telling someone don't be so appreciative, you might tell them to thank less, and then something that's thankless is unrewarding. No star fouled a sporting opponent. No star fouled, maybe anagram no star. Oh, and then add, that's 6 letters, add the A to get a sporting opponent. Oh no, hold on, that's 9 letters we're looking for, so no star fouled a. Yeah, I don't see how we would get 9 letters. But the definition, I think, must be opponent or sporting opponent. No. Supplier, in quotes, corporation. Corporation, we've seen before, can be your stomach or your tummy. Tummy would fit, but how would that be supplier in quotes? No, it's a hidden clue within quotes corporation. We have Tesco, and they are a supplier, I suppose, in one way. I see you've had bad weather in Britain and Ireland. I hope everyone is staying warm and safe. It's cold here in the Dallas area, and we're expecting some winter weather on Thursday, so I've been to my equivalent of Tesco to stock up. All right, Apple disheartened by this device. I think it's just a cryptic definition. We used to have a corer. I wonder, do people still use apple corers to remove the heart out of an apple? Just eat around it now. All right, new, albeit fancy, consumers drink. Wow. Could it be a drink of some kind? New might be N. I wonder if albeit fancy is telling us to anagram, albeit that would give us 7 letters. That would only leave 2 for consumers. Don't think that's the right way of looking at it. All right, let's finish the acrosses. Musical, bag, lock, container. Is there such a thing as a musical bag? I was thinking of bagpipes, but I'm not sure they're really that musical. Apologies to all the bagpipes lovers out there. Um, oh, it could be a musical. We've seen that before. And it's going to be a charade of bag, lock, container. No, I don't see it. Hill in position above city. The word citadel comes to mind, but I don't see it. South, if not, cloud covered. Well, south might simply be telling us S. And then is there a word for if not, like else or otherwise are? And it's going to maybe mean cloud covered? Don't see that either. All right, after Tesco, we have supermarket workers disposing of small notebooks. I think the definition is notebooks. Yeah, so supermarket workers, first one I thought of was cashiers. And I know there is a French word, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, cahier. Um, I only know of it, I think, mainly as the magazine that Francois Truffaut and some of the other Nouvelle Vague directors worked for. Again, not sure, Cahiers du Cinéma, but I'm thinking a cahier might be a notebook of some kind. I could be completely wrong and making a complete idiot of myself, but what else is new? All right, let's go back to the Downs. Dream about, cry of encouragement, abroad, leading to resistance. I'm wondering if cry of encouragement abroad would be something like bravo, ole. And then do we put a word for dream about that, or is dream the definition? I'm thinking dream about because leading to resistance, I think just might mean it ends in R. Yeah, maybe it's just a general cry of encouragement. And then a word for abroad. No. Short book, Croatia translated, about performing as a gymnast. All right, well, translated, I immediately thought could be an anagram indicator. And book can be B. Now, Croatia is 7 letters plus B. About performing as a, so I'm thinking it's something like acrobatic. In fact, I think it is acrobatic. Yes, the about is important. That is the final C, circa, or about a certain time. God, misspelt as such after carriage return. Oh, I wonder if we're misspelling as such. That's 6 letters. After a carriage return, I've seen abbreviated as CR. but I'm thinking it might be a god. Maybe one of the Roman or Greek gods. Ooh, I was going to say Hecubus or something. Yeah, I don't quite see it. Is turning up with nothing to cut rent, twisting. I think twisting might be the definition, although there is the question mark. May not be a straightforward definition. Is turning up, I'm thinking, is SI. With nothing might be an O. But that has to cut or go in between a word for rent. We do have that R if corer is right. Yeah, I mean, the SI with nothing would have to go there. Oh, I think twisting might be torsion. So, yes, it is rent, but not as in renting a place. Rent as in tearing or torn. Ooh, okay, we have a little two-parter here. Climatology possibly makes Chinese react badly. So I'm thinking climatology possibly, oh, could it be an earth science? Yeah, I think it's an anagram of Chinese react. All right. Love, oops, which must be the O, jumpy, but not very demanding. So I think after the O, we have a word for jumpy that has a V in it, and we remove the V to get a word for demanding. Oh, what is that? Oh, onerous, I'm thinking. Now, what's the jumpy but not very? Nervous, of course. Ah, yeah. Stupid person, American, becomes an emperor. All right, I think it's going to be a four-letter stupid person followed by A for American, and that's going to be the name of an emperor. But can't think of one. All right, let's go back to the acrosses. This hill now is looking... Oh, a hill could be a tor, and in position above, I think something might be onto, and that would give us Toronto. Ooh, we do now, it is looking like an anagram of albeit. Consumers, I think it's an anagram of new albeit. That's the 9 letters, and I think we get table wine. Now, why is that a consumer's drink? Oops, consumer's drink. I don't get that. All right, our stupid person now begins with a T, and I think it's going to end with A, an emperor. No, but how about 27 ending in an A? If not cloud covered. I don't like that A there. All right, well, the right side. The That's amazing how the right side yielded so easily and I struggled so much with the left. All right, here was our no star fouled a sporting opponent. Not something. No followed by an anagram of star. Oh, I'm wondering if sporting could be fair, but no, no, I don't think that's it. All right, what else do I have letters for? Oh, that was our God. Yeah, I already had that C. Well, I'm even wondering, is Hecubus a god? I know the name. Ah, well, would put an S there, south. If not cloud covered. No, but it would put a B there, musical. Bag. Oh, what's a musical beginning with B? Brigadoon. Brig. Bag lock. Yeah, bag lock container. If they're three separate words, seems too many words for a 7-letter charade. So I think maybe we have to put lock container. Well, lock container could be a canal. Or something to do with lock of hair. What do you call the when you keep somebody's lock of hair in a locket? I think is that what you call it? But it might be something to do with hair at the end. Lock container. Then with like a wig or something, or a toupee, a hairnet. Oh, I think that's it. Okay. So just letting your mind run free with word association, I think is the trick here. The musical is hair, and if you bag something, you net it. All right. Okay, so our stupid person now. Well, I'm wondering if it's Titan, a stupid person, I suppose, could be a tit. Um, which might be a better ending, but I'm just not sure about stupid person American. Can that be AN? Becomes An. Yeah, why is it becomes An? I think that's just linking for an emperor. All right, I'm very close to the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and check my Titan. Ah, no. All right, I won't reveal it yet, but yeah, so I think. Oh, Titus, US American, of course. So I was very close. Ah, so this does end in an S. Oh, I'm wondering if it's S and then unless, of course, I should have thought of that. If not, unless. And cloud covered would be sunless. All right, this looks like, okay, it doesn't end in an R. but maybe it is a word that means resistance. I'm thinking it must be an ENCE word. Cry of encouragement abroad. So does a word for dream end in NCE? Yeah, it could be a dream. No, ooh, 17 is looking. Oh, I think it's Bacchus. Is that right? No, I think there should be two S's. Yeah, let me pause and look up Bacchus and see if I've even spelled that right. Yeah, I think it must be Bacchus. We are misspelling such, which comes after BAC, which is almost all of back. Anyway, let me go ahead and check that. Okay, it is right, but I don't fully understand that one. Ooh, so now, is it bat? I could definitely think of bat being something to do with sports. Bat, bit, bat, bot. Sporting opponent. Yeah, I think it must be bat. All right, what's our dream again? No. Yeah, the top left is looking terrible. Oh yeah, I'm not sure even about that S. Silly. So if it means silly, then I think it's probably going to be an OUS, IOUS word. But I don't see that. And oh, this was my, yeah, let me try my anagram helper. I really think it's very unlikely anagram fodder, but allowed to fly. Yeah, this. Other than we do have air. Oh, airworthy. Ah, all right. Well, I'm glad to get that one. Ooh, so now our state ends in an A. So could it be Alaska? No, Alaska is too short. Alabama. Britain boosted with a victory song. Well, let me put in Alabama and see. Other than B for Britain, boosted. What would a victory song be? No, and I'm sure there are other 7-letter states that end in A. Georgia. But I do think it's going to have a V, a victory. No, this was our stew, now ends in R. And yeah, if it is S, stew. Stupor. Something like simmer or some other cooking term. Flounder. I'm going to look up synonyms of flounder and try and come at it that way. No, I couldn't find any. I saw lumber, you lumber along, you flounder, and then slumber. But I don't think slumber is stew. But I did see, of course, Airworthy gave us a nice Y there. So I think the definition is no star, might be a bit player. So fouled a sporting opponent. I think if you like what's his name, if you bit a player, then you fouled your sporting opponent. What was that guy's name? And he had very big teeth too. He should be the last person biting other players. Anyway, dream about now. Resistance. I see tolerance fits, but that doesn't mean resistance. All right, I'm going to pause and run through the alphabet for the first letter. Well, I couldn't find any other words, so I think it must be toler, but I had misspelt it, of course, because ole is the cry of encouragement abroad, and the dream is a trance. All right. So now we're dash off genuine short. Dash off print, dash off some copies. What else could that be? And I think it's going to be a word for genuine that is missing its final letter, maybe an E or a Y or an H. Dash off. For some reason, I'm thinking it might begin with an S, although this doesn't look like it begins with or ends with S. So this is definitely looking like an OU, which might be the word for at heart. I think frivolous fits as silly. We do have an anagram of 4. Is at heart only half a book? I think we do. I think it's an anagram of 4 is, which gives us 6 letters. And in the middle, we have VOL, which is half a volume. So I'm fairly confident of that, but let's go ahead and check it. It is right. All right, so now our retiring. Yeah, I'm thinking a word like shy, almost packed. Yeah, could it be DO and then a word for packed that doesn't finish? And it's going to mean retiring. Don't see it. Well, I was staring at it and not getting anything with the do, but I was also keeping my eye on one across and thinking, okay, if it is a state and it says Britain, then it would begin with a B, and then thinking about being shy and retiring, you might be bashful. And so a party is a bash, and if something is packed, it is full with 2 L's, and here we have almost that. So I'm wondering, I was thinking again about a victory would mean a V in there. Could it be Bolivia? I don't understand why, other than we have B and for Britain and V for victory. So what would the song be? Now I'm going to go ahead and check this one. Oh no. Um, Bavaria? I think that might be it. I think the boosted might be a reversal indicator because we do have air plus AV. Yeah, I still don't get it. All right, let's check Bavaria. Okay. Phew. It is Bavaria, but I don't fully understand that. All right, we do have a nice V here. Contend with, I think, might be to vie. Ah, yes, and an annex of a building could be a wing, and that gives us a viewing. Here's our secret royal houses in a past style. I think it might be past style, like not Rococo, but something like that. But maybe there's some maybe a short thing for houses. I think house could be abbreviated to HO. So does it end in HO? And we have something for royal, and then the whole thing means secret. I can't think of a word for secret ending in an O. Is it a slang word? Ah, I just read it again and thought, oh, secret royal houses a word that means in a past style, which would be retro. All right, so it's a hidden word clue. I did when I was looking at my synonyms, I looked at stew as well, and there was swelter. I suppose if it's very hot, you stew or you swelter. But I'm not sure if I know welter. I know a welter weight. But can welter mean to flounder? Anyway, let's check that one. That one is right too. All right. Dash off. Ah. So I think if you dash off, you leg it. And if something is genuine, a short form of legitimate would be legit, as in too legit to quit. All right, I think that is everything. Let's check all. Any more misspellings or typos? No, looks like everything is still there. All right, let's head over to 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Manehi, who had a late and slightly rushed blog. I'm sure it's going to be fine. All right, B is Britain plus A plus victory. An aria, so it wasn't a reversal. Yeah, but what's the boosted? Boosted with AV aria. I get that, but I think it could have been just State of Britain with a victory song. So I think boosted was a little misleading there. All right, so welter is to be in turmoil or to flounder. Didn't know that. And run is career, as in to move quickly. Okay, that's fine. And then table wine, just consumers drink. Yeah, I think that's a couple of uh, superfluous words that really weren't needed for the wordplay. That's all right. Down there was only the one Bacchus anagram of such. Carriage has to return a cab. Oh, did not spot that. I should have. All right, Alan thought it was a fun solve. Luis Sanchez was who I was trying to remember. Uh, let's say I've forgotten Suarez or Mike Tyson. Yeah, yeah, and Jacob finished the northwest corner first. I would use that in speech if I'm more confident how to pronounce it. Yeah, I feel the same way. Oh, yeah, why is tolerance resistance? Oh, if you tolerate something, you have a resistance to it. All right, maybe. Oh, here's Juandango says Kia or Kia, maybe. Uh, Kia. If I was speaking to an English speaker, I'd say notebook. Sounds very good. All right, so yeah, consumer's drink seems both weird and correct at the same time. All right, and then oh, I thought it was an old man from Nantucket, but maybe it was a girl. Anyway, that was a fun solve. So thank you to Brummy, and thank you to all of you for putting up with me. And if you are interested in helping me out with my Android app, again, my email is pat.cousins@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.